All right, Kwame, I'll begin with you. You know, we all like to think we're young. I still think I'm young, although I'm not going to run the 100-yard dash or play in the NBA. I'm still waiting on my call up. But why should young people connect with you guys? What do you got that makes them say, I really want to do this?
Well, Dell, I'm still running marathons, so I'm still a little bit young, I guess, at heart at least. But no, I'm definitely not Gen Z. I definitely don't have,
Which which letter in the alphabet are you right now?
a long one, a long one. But Barack Obama said it the other day. I definitely don't have a Finsta, which is a fake Instagram account. So I'm not that young. But I do understand that young people obviously always are the future. And what we're asking people to do is not necessarily to listen to us, right? We're the organizers of HBCU Heroes. We founded this great organization, but we've also partnered with people who are influential in their segment. So we're talking to people who are young, who are energized, who are entertainers, who are athletes, who are activists. We're partnered with folks like More Than a Vote, Michelle Obama's organization, Rock the Vote, all these people who are young and energized and out there doing things in their community that can have impacts. So if you don't believe me, listen to Meg Thee Stallion, listen to DaBaby, listen to folks who are out there trying to do it and stay active and engaged in our communities.
George, I heard you say that you were playing in the 1990s. I will remind you right now that was 20 years ago. So, I mean, I'm just keeping it real, as they say. So how are you going to get young people to listen to you?
Well, I still have a 14 and a 17-year-old who's very hip.
So you know what I'm saying. Let me ask you this. Do they listen to you?
So I try to sneak in, look over their shoulder, see what's hip in today's society with Gen Z. And they share that information with me every once in a while. And like Tracy and Kwame said, we try to partner with celebrities and I use my relationships with guys in the NBA to try and get their voice to partner with, to reach to the younger generation, because my kids, they don't have a bunch of me on YouTube today. So my kids don't even know who I am other than that.
Tracy, this is a generation that grew up with most of their lives seeing a black president. Why are we still having this conversation about getting younger people out to the polls? And is it a black thing? Is it a generational thing? What is it?
It is really, really perplexing to me as well. And I agree with you. I don't think it's a black thing in as much as, the generation now just doesn't have the same things. Like sometimes while things change, they still stay the same. So there are some of the same issues. Like 50 years ago, Richard Pryor was talking about the police brutality and everything that was going on back then. And now 50 years later, we are still talking about the same thing in the same manner that it's operating. So if to me, young people are discussing it in a different way, they are doing things in a different way because they're out on the front lines in a different way. Some of them, including me, we're virtual soldiers. We may not be out in the streets, but we got this internet thing on lock. So I believe that, yes, they have seen a black president, which people in the 90s, like George, when he was playing in the 90s, probably never even thought there would be a black president. And now we've seen that. But it's still the same. Some of the topics and some of the issues are the exact same. And so for us, we look at them as collaborators. We look at young people as collaborators. We're not preaching to them. We're actually collaborating with them to propel the movement.
Kwame, I want to point out and give you the last word. You might want to consider limiting the role of Tracy, because first she said her 77-year-old father, and then she said George back in the 90s. I got nothing on that. But anyway, last thought on last word to you, Kwame.
I appreciate that. One, we want to really thank.
What part do you appreciate?
I appreciate you giving me the last word.
Okay, he's not gonna say anything bad about me.
I'm not gonna throw my co-founder under the bus. So you know that. For us, we just appreciate you having us on, allowing us to talk about our Adopt a HBCU drive. Please, folks, go to HBCUheroes.com/vote to understand the process and understand how to get engaged. Look for our Adopt an HBCU, register to vote early, and take 2, 3, 4, 5 folks with you from the barbershop to the beauty shop, and let's get this done.
Tracy Pennywell, Kwame Jackson, and George Lynch. I'm going to go watch my vintage VCR copy of the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman just so I can feel young again and think about how far we've come. Good luck with the effort, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.